Looks like she's squatting a little bit. Brought a load in this morning. 12 cents a pound. Wasn't too shabby. That's what we had. 2,360 pounds on that trailer. For a total of $283.20. 12 cents a pound. Cool. Oh, YouTube, cleaned up a little bit. Took that load in this morning. All my propane tanks are gone, debrassed. I did that the other day when Mike was streaming. He said he was waiting to hear for the kaboom. So yeah, I had a good little load on here, 2,300 pounds on the old girl. And I picked this stuff up the other day from the grocery store I deal with. It's similar to what I have in this thing here as a floor. But these are smaller, they're not a foot wide, they look like they might be 8 inches wide. But there's 16 of them there, they're galvanized. And they're heavy. Well, that's a little bonus. I don't scrap that stuff. I have a couple of the bigger ones laying right there yet that I didn't use on the floor. So slowly but surely cleaning up. See, hasn't looked that empty in a while. I got to go through those totes yet. And I got my stainless, my cast. Well, some of the cast, some of the stainless. This is the bigger stuff. Irony aluminum, that ladder included, because it's no good. It's broken right there. So yeah. Oh, I didn't see it. It's broken on that side too. Yeah, it'll break in half easier that way. There's a lot of rivets on there. I don't know if I want to drill every single one of them out or put it in as dirty aluminum. And then this one here was repaired with wood. So you can see the pieces of wood on the inside right here. You do what you gotta do right, try and make it last as long as you can. So yeah, and there's another piece of that steel up there. See, that's a lot wider and thicker. So sealed units are getting snow covered. Those propane tanks still have propane in them. So anyways, that's what I've been up to. There's some heavy steel I didn't throw on yet. Underneath this snow bank is some of my rotors. And so car rotors are under there, so I haven't brought them in yet. I don't have a whole bunch. There's like maybe 20 of them there. Those tanks have still got propane in them too, and they're no good. They're expired. I brought them in to get them filled. They wouldn't fill them, so whatever. I have still one on that barbecue. One on that barbecue that will never get filled, but it's full. There's a couple kicking around on my heaters, so I have enough propane tanks to play with. And then I think one or two of those are still refillable, I think. I'm not sure. But that's what I've been up to, just playing around. So I decided to go electric heat in that shed for the plain reason is my wood stove was costing me a lot of money to heat because the price of wood's gone way up. So a minimum $200 a month just to heat with wood. So I figured I can do it cheaper with the electric. Like, it's not because this building is that big, it's just the stove requires wood. The stove is going to heat no matter what. As long as you keep feeding it, it's going to keep heating. So it didn't matter if I shrunk this garage down in half. You still had to put wood in the stove. And propane was out of the question because I have that guy. That's a dual heater. It's just a radiator. That's all they are. And I have the new guy, Mr. Heater, but the maximum you can get out of a tank if you have it on low heat is maybe 20 hours. Maybe 16. If you have the 20 pounder, they say 14 hours. So that's a 30 pounder. I'm giving it a guess at 20, but even at 20, let's say 16 hours. So that's 8 hours. That's 2 days. If you do 5 days in a week, and then you multiply it by 4 weeks, yeah, that's more expensive than wood, and it's not consistent heat. So that heater over there, see, this one doesn't cycle off and on like it should. That doesn't cycle off and on like it should. So that they're both constantly eating. The electric heater heats, then it shuts off. Heat's required, it comes back on again. So that's why I went that route, just in case you're wondering. And this place is a mess. I just got stuff everywhere. So that old girl got used the other day. I can't knock her. She's what, 12, 13 years old now. And she works great. Never had an issue with it. This year is the first year I had soft tires. So I don't even think I used it last year. So if it sits too long, tires do lose their air. I just pumped them up. And away we went again. They're still rock hard. So, but just in case you're wondering, that's why I went electric heat in the shed. I have a lot of work to do in there yet. I got to insulate the roof and seal the front door, and I'm going to use it just for winter time. Summertime, I'll be back in here again, like spring, summer, fall. Because this is convenient, easier access. So, and pretty much everything's already in here, you know. I got too used to working in here. But yeah, I'm not paying that much. Like, that's a minimum $200 a month to use the wood stove. So, just to buy firewood. And then, of course, that part too, you got to come out in the evening. I always did it. At about 10 o'clock at night, I'd load the loader to the hilt. Kind of close everything up. You can't close it too low because then you get no heat either. So, you know what I mean, if anybody knows running wood stoves. So, and then I had to be out here at 4 o'clock in the morning again to reload it, just to try and keep it above 40 in here. So, yeah, that was getting to be a headache. And you can't, that's the thing, you have to babysit them. You have to babysit that. You have to babysit that. Now, I thought about a propane regular heater, like a furnace, or I was going to go natural gas. But just to have a gas line legally installed into this garage was going to cost over $1,000. That's just for the line. So, and then I had to find a heater. And then, of course, your gas and hydro. It takes combo, both. So, yeah. So I went the electric route. That little heater is doing the job. It's 3,000 to 5,000 watt. I leave it on 3,000. I have it set at about 54 degrees Fahrenheit in there, which is about 12 C. And it cycles off and on. I leave it on the 3,000 watt. So we're going to find out come the hydro bill. It'll be in 2 weeks. We'll see. And then the one next month will really show what the damage is. And in the meantime, I'm going to pick up some more of this insulation and do the roof on it. These are 9-foot sheets by 4 foot wide. Actually, I think they're a little bit wider than 4 feet, and I need 4 of them exactly because that's an 18-foot shed. So, and that'll seal the heat, because if you look outside now, that shed has 0 snow on it because, yeah, well, the heat does go through the roof. So it's just aluminum roof. But other than that, it's been working good. I like it. It's clean. It's new. There's not many windows in. I plan on putting some windows in the doors. I'll show you what I mean. Hello, Maybelline. Those 2 front doors, I plan on putting something like that in them. Not that size. Maybe like 3 sections, you know, just to give it some more natural light inside. And then, yeah, of course, see, I got to put new stripping along the bottom there. So, oop, gotta remember, that's not the same key as the garage. It's a different key. One key does all the locks. Come on. I'm gonna see what the temperature is. I don't think I've been in here yet today. Oh, it's dark in here. Oh, it feels nice and warm. What are we looking at up there? I can't read it without my glasses. I gotta get my glasses on. I was hoping I could read it through the camera, but I can't. Okay, we're at about 12C. I think, yep, right there. So perfect, 54. You can feel it right away as soon as you walk in. And the humming you hear, these guys. So yeah, see, that's the way it's set. 3,000 watts. Right where that dial in the middle is set, that's roughly what the temperature is. Over by the door, over here it's probably 60. Those louvers move up and down so you can angle them anywhere. The machine itself, you can angle it to shoot directly more. So yeah, see, this is what I mean by the roof. Just aluminum. Those sheets will go, I figured I'll use some, if anybody's into construction, you know what PLP premium is. It's a caulking that you use to glue backsplashes above countertops. So I think a little bit on the rails here and just put it up. You have to get rid of, these are the original lights for the truck body, because this is what that used to be, truck box. So I'd have to maneuver that light a bit. Maybe I'll just take it off and put it on the wall. The heater, well, yeah, I have to. I was actually thinking of bolting the frame of the heater right to one of these rails, get it off the springs, but right now it's on the springs. So, and then these guys, well, they don't sound like that in the summertime. It's because they're cold. But yeah, why not, eh? I've been in here playing little bits and little bits. Like I said, I took the shred out yesterday or this morning, and that was in a bucket. That's from my motor guy. He gives me those different types of motors. I have to go through all that yet. So, but yeah, I can leave my tools in here. Don't have to worry about my batteries freezing. So it's good. But anyways, that's that. Going on 11:30, getting closer to lunchtime, so man, this video is probably getting too long, so we'll see you on the next one. But that's why I chose electric heat. Yeah, that's all adjustable. So is this one. You ever see that? Those will move up and down. That way you always line it up. So we're getting long-winded. Okay. Enjoy your Saturday. I'm going for lunch. Like I said, oh, look at that. I still got these on and they belong in there. Bye.